G'day guys and welcome back to Old School Runescape. We had a bit of a string of issues last session. We couldn't complete the quest A Soul's Bane, I think it is. But we managed to redeem ourselves by herding some sheep in Ardown that were plagued. But that was not necessarily particularly pleasant either, so it's time to move on to the next one. And I think the Rag and Bone Man 1 would actually do. It actually has a requirement, but it's a requirement we now meet thanks to the amount of experience we got from Waterfall Quest. So we are level 26 now, that's around 20, which means I think we can give that a go. The limestone mine though took me a bit of a while to find, because you search limestone mine here, and nothing comes up. So I searched for a mine that had a quest start icon near it. The only one I could find was this one over here that's just east of Varric, that has the little quest start there as well, so I guess we'll head there, but considering it asked for a combat level of around 20, we probably need a little bit of food, so we'll get started on that. Alright, we are on our way. Fully stocked up with trout, got a couple of strength potions just in case, and some money. It's a very nice little much needed injection of cash from Sheep Herder. Considering all we did was poke sheep into a pen, it's not too bad. Certainly a lot more than Sheep Shearer. That rift. We'll be back one day, then we'll sort it out. But for now, off we go into this little side path. In fact, it's that's the temple that you have to go through, I think, to get through to Mauritania, which I think actually may even be the quest we do after this one. So what's this one's the Rag and Bone Man? Yeah, Priest in Peril, that's the one. So we might be right next door to the next quest when we're done this one, depending on how this goes. I don't really have any memory of this quest. I'm not sure whether it came in later or whether it's just my memory's bad. That looks like I got it right too, about the right place to go. Yeah, the Odd Old Man. Nice. You don't look shifty at all. This is definitely something dark and ritually. Where's that mumbling coming from? Alright, what can we do to help? Yeah, alright. I'm not sure we should, but... You'd not be shiftier if you tried. Not really. Even Elaine's suspicious. Goblin, a bear, a big frog, a ram, a unicorn, a monkey, a giant rat, and a giant bat. What? Okay. Well, this is incredibly suspicious. I'm going to read that wish list. Okay, that's the same as what he told us. And this is very suspicious. But we'll go along with it for now. Alright. First order of business. I'm guessing if we just kill things, we'll get normal bones, and then when we put the bones in a pot, they'll boil up. Anyway, let's go get a goblin. That'll be nice and easy. Right, let's see how this goblin situation goes. It's nice, there'll be a decent amount of combat in this quest, which should get our defense up a little bit. Because it's severely lacking compared to the others. Or our hit points too, there we go. More hit points are always nice. Okay, yeah, we do get the specific bones. Well, that's nice. Alright, we got the goblin skull. That's pretty easy. Ram was another thing, and there are plenty of rams in that sheep farm. So we'll go kill them until we get what we need. Oh, that sound's giving me flashbacks to doing sheep herder. Oh, this is nice. It seems like almost like a guaranteed drop. Alright. What's next? We've got the goblin skull, the ram's skull, big frog, and giant rats. They're both down in the swamp from memory, in Lumbridge Swamp. So we should actually be able to run down there and get a lot of what we need around this Lumbridge area. Perhaps there's not going to be quite as much combat as I thought there was going to be, but that's alright. There's a lot of trout in my inventory. That might be necessary for, you know, fighting the bears and that kind of stuff. Rat. Come here, rat. Giant rat bone. And bones. I'm quite happy to leave the meat behind. Alright, let's go find a giant frog. Wait, big frog or... Oh yeah, big frog. They have a decent amount of health. Level 8 defense. Oh, we actually hit semi-hard with a mithril sword and a high strength like that. I kind of hope they would do more damage to me so that I can get rid of these traps. That's alright. Well, we didn't get a leg from that, so it mustn't be 100%, right? It's a very swampy area. Like, impressively swampy. Like, undulating with giant roots and everything. You'd say a big frog leg, right? Yep. Alright, I'm gonna wait until after he attacks me. Yeah, big frog leg. Okay. Hey, defense is 9. We are getting something out of this. Mostly bones. Come on. Nope. Oh, maybe we need to get a giant frog. Not a big frog. Because it says big frog leg, but maybe it just means a big frog leg from a giant frog. Yes! Damage me more. Hey, defense is level 10. That means we can, on the way out of Lumbridge, go have a little chat to Adventurer John. See what he has for us. And we're combat level 27 now. I must admit, being able to hit hard with a high strength is quite nice. Oh, and that's big bones as well. Which is a good amount of prayer XP. Alright, well they didn't drop it either. We'll give another one a go, and I guess we'll go back to the big frog, because they did say a big frog leg. Nope, just big bones. Alright, back to the big frogs rather than the really big frogs. Hey, defense level 11. We are powering through those levels with such high hits from the attack and the strength. Am I missing something about how to get this from them? Oop. Hey, defense level 12. Ooh, hit points level 17. It would have been handier another time. A Soul's Bane. And defense level 13. But still, no frog legs. And defense level 14, but no more frog's legs. I'm starting to get Imp Catcher flashbacks. Really going through the levels of all sorts of stuff now. Prera's level 11. Ooh, we have Evil Bob. Alright, let's just, yeah, we'll be with you in a second. Let's just kill this frog. Yeah, I know. Okay, we can talk, we can talk. Amulet of Human Speak. Yeah, why not? Evil Bob, that can't be a trap at all. Prison Pete. How long have you been in here, Pete? Okay. Wow, that's a whole bunch of... Oh, I suppose that's ever since we opened it. Okay, that's a bit better, but it's a lot of songs. Okay, where's the lever that we're supposed to pull? Oh, there's the lever. At least this makes a nice break from killing frogs. Alright, it looks a bit like a poodle with a little bobtail. Like that one. Oh, how many are there? 2 more. Alright, let's do this. It's a ram with a little fluffy tail. That one. That was easy. Honestly, Pete, how long have you been here? And you haven't done this yet. Alright, it's like... almost like a little lemur, but if it was on the ground. Okay. Has cute little ears. That one. The one right next to me again. Let's go. Oh, thanks, Prison Pete. Ooh. Grimy toadflax. That's what I always wanted. Back to frogs. Ah, level 15 defense. But no legs. You know what? Let's come back to frogs. What's another thing we need? We've got the ram, we've got the goblin, and we've got the giant rat bone. Giant bats, I'm not entirely sure where to get them from. Monkeys, I'm not sure either, actually. Bears, I know there's a big bunch of bears just east of Ardown. And I'm sure there's a unicorn down here in the swamp, actually. Let's go get the unicorn. Here we go. Well, as terrible as it sounds, I'm sorry, unicorn, but I need that bone of yours. Not entirely sure what bone of yours I need, but... Oh, it's trying to run away too. This guy's definitely evil, getting us to kill unicorns. We'll take the horn. And the bone. Yeah, okay. Something tells me that, you know, if you kill the right creature, you get the right bone straight away, because now we've got that unicorn bone. Maybe let's just go back and kill just a normal frog. I think that's the only variety we haven't killed yet. Nope. Frogs are cursed. Okay. What's next? Figure out where a bat. And a monkey. And bear. But bears we know... Actually, if it's just one, I'm pretty sure I saw a bear on my way down to Lumbridge from Varric. Let's call into Adventurer John on the way, pick up some armor, and then we'll try and find that one bear. Adventurer John, what have you got for us? Steel chain body and stained shield, steel plate legs. That's nice. That continues our little steel set. Because we had a kite shield on the helmet already. Alright. I'll go slip this other stuff in the bank, and then we'll make our way to find a bear. There is a bear, I knew it. In fact, there's a unicorn too, so we could have done that here, but that's alright. Also, I forgot, I can't remember where we found them, but we've got a pair of black plate legs. So I put that on because they only need 10 defense. So now we look even more spiffy than our full steel set. By the way, putting on our full steel set increased all of our defense stats by nearly 50%. It's a huge jump. Bear ribs. And we'll pick up the rest of the stuff too, because why not? Except... No, I'll keep the meat. We'll keep the meat. And I'll just cook it later. As part of a cooking spree at some point if we need to get our cooking up. Okay. So, we have the goblin, the bear, the scar, the ram, the unicorn, and the rat. Bat and monkey paw. I'm pretty sure I remember giant bats in the dungeon that we did Druidic Ritual in. So we'll go see if we can find one of them there. Alright, down we go into the dungeon. Okay, they're just skeletons. Ow. Don't see any bats. Ah, that's a bat. Can I go through that door? Oh, I can. Alright, bring me a giant bat. Can I kind of like lure one to come closer to me so I don't get caught up in multiple fights? No, this is fine. I don't need to go through more trout anyway, so... Well, the Taverley dungeon doesn't feel quite as, like, terrifying as it did before. And defense level 16, perfect timing. And we've got the giant batwing. Right. So... And that was first go as well, so something must be wrong with those big frogs that we have. We've got the goblin, the bear, the ram, the unicorn, we just need the monkey and the frog. Monkeys? I mean, there's some in the Ardown Zoo. Should we just go there? We'll go there. Alright, we're coming into the zoo. Oh, they're the monkeys straight away. But I see no way of getting into their enclosure. And they probably, I mean, there is a spell to grab things, right? But that's level 33. I asked the monkey minder to let me in. I think I know where that particular quest leads, but it's not important at the moment because there's no way we can get to them. We'll have to find another place to find monkeys. I used to think they were wearing little fezzes, but it's not. They're wearing little red mohawks. Alright, where can we get some other ones? I mean, obviously you can get them from here, but we are definitely not capable of doing that. Karumja might have some. Ooh. Ooh. Karumja might have some, right? So maybe we take a boat there and see if we can find some, you know, around. Alright, we're back on Karumja, and this time not to smuggle rum, but to actually... I was going to say something to do something better, but we're actually just here to murder a monkey. That's alright. I'm sure at some point we'll be here for a good purpose. I hope there are monkeys here. That makes sense. There's certainly a lot of bananas. Actually, you know what? I'll take that rope. Ropes are useful. Ooh, this is jungly. Hey, it's a monkey! Also a scorpion. And an imp. I might just kill it out of spite. I feel a bit bad about this. That's right, we know that this guy is no good, but we're gonna have to find out in what way he's no good. Okay, we've got 7 bones. But, yeah, the only thing we're missing is the frog leg. The mysterious frog legs. Considering we've got the bone from everything first go, I'm gonna say they are the wrong frogs. And I'm not sure whether there's... I don't know of any other frog locations, but I'm not sure whether there's more down in the Lumbridge dungeon. I'm not 100% Ooh! It does say giant frogs. I wonder if there are big frogs down there as well. I'm not a big fan of going down there necessarily, it's a bit of a dangerous place. But we'll see what we can do. While we're in the vicinity of Draenor, we may as well go to the wine vendor that'll sell us the pots of vinegar. So, we may need... I don't know whether they stack or not. I'm kind of hoping they stack. Bottle of wine? Jug? Wait, I thought Fortuna... Oh, maybe I have to talk to him. Have you got any vinegar? Wait a second. Wait a second. What? What is going on? Most importantly, do they stack? They do not stack. Okay, well, you know. I'll pop some trout in the bank, because it was not as dangerous as I thought it was going to be. And we'll get some more. I probably don't need 2 strength potions either. Do you permanently have? Yeah, he does. Okay. Cool. Put one of the strength potions back too. Alright. Let's head on back to Lumbridge and see if the caves have anything to give us. Here's the entrance. Now, what's the warning sign say? Nice. Yeah, that's right, there are wall beasts down here as well. Okay. Actually, can we use a... It's a spiked helmet that protects against those guys, right? Can we use a... We can use a spiny helmet with 5 defense at level 1 Slayer. That sounds like a good idea. Going down with a candle cellar... Wow. What? No! No, I'm not doing that. What I will do is, I'm sure there's a... Is there a Slayer Master in Draenor? Yeah, there is. Let's go buy a spiny helmet from him, and then think about a light source. Actually, the quest does say a pot of vinegar. I'm worried if I use jugs, it won't quite work. Ah, I can. Okay. Alright, I'm going to need pots as well. Alright. Excuse me, Mr. Slayer Master Speria. Speria? Speria. Oh. Okay. How about I search your open chest? Nothing. Alright, you are not who I was looking for then. So we're heading on up to Edgeville, but I'm not sure we've actually been there yet. So, I'll record our journey up there. We're going up there to find the Slayer Master and see if we can get a spined helmet from him. And if we look at crafting, we can make a candle lantern with what we've currently got. I think. Level 9 and level 4 candle lantern. I'm not sure if that's any good and whether that'll stop the gas in the caves, but it can't hurt. We'll see what we can do. So Edgeville has that slightly creepy abandoned house here. Gloves. Suppose we better do a little bit of tidying up of these pots and other things that we're going to have to do. Deposit a jug. And go to the Slayer Master. He's over here, I think. Who are you? Cool. Jail, or is it a... Wait. Actually in the jail. Oh, okay. Okay. What are the rewards out of interest? Ah. Interesting. Huh. I don't really remember this. It's really cool, actually. Okay. Let's just trade for now. Spiny helmet, what do we need? 650 coins. That is a fair bit. But I suppose it's worth having, and, you know, we don't want to get killed by these things when we're down there, so... Okay. So we have a spiny helmet. Makes us look very punk. Now, do a little bit of... There's a general shop here, I think. Yep. And we'll go there and do a little bit of swapping over with pots and jugs and everything, but we should be nearly ready to go down. We do need a candle, and we do need a candle lantern. Maybe. Maybe we can just make do with a candle for now. Oh, no, I kind of want to do the lantern. Okay. Let's do a little bit of organization. Okay, to make glass for our lantern, I think we need sand and soda ash from memory, which is made by cooking seaweed on a fire of some kind, a range or an open fire itself. And the only sand pits I can actually find on the map are these ones here, and since we can't get to Entrana, I suppose we can get up to Releka, whether or not we're actually let in or not. Is another matter. How about we try for the one down at Yanil? This is going to be a rather extensive shopping mission for this quest, but that's okay. We'll see what we can do. While we're in Catherby, we should definitely visit the candle shop. How much is a candle? 3 coins. We can deal with that. Maybe we'll buy a couple, just in case. Maybe a third one. And onwards to Yanil. Alright, we're into new territory. Heading south of Ardown down to Yanil. Lots of imps between here and there. And a guy working out. There's a bush patch, whatever that means. And a tool leprechaun. I don't know what this sort of township that you go down south through is, though. It looks kind of abandoned. Ah! It's because it belongs to Khazad. It's a cheery place. But if we head due south, we should come across the top entrance to Yanil. Ooh, mithril rocks. And clay and tin and copper and iron and all the good stuff. Bit of coal. Oh, what is that? Worth checking out at some point, but for now we've got to stay focused. It's a lot of effort just to go from one after one bone. You would have thought the big frogs on top would drop it. I mean, I don't actually know that they don't, but I suspect that they don't. Where's the sand pit here? Ah, all the way in the top left. Wheat and hops. It's a nice town, Yanil. I think that was actually where my player-owned house portal was back when I played. Sandpit. Alright, we're going to bucket our sand. Now we've just got to figure out where seaweed is. Now, I thought, for whatever reason, that some spawned in Catherby. But I checked on the way through, and it definitely doesn't. And I thought, ooh, What's going on? There we go. And I thought that perhaps also it spawned up around Maleka for some reason, but I also have a memory of a lot of seaweed on Karamja, so we might have to go back to Karamja and get it that way. Off we go. And we're back on Karamja, this time not seeking to kill a monkey, but instead after seaweed. But that's not seaweed, that's an air rune. I honestly don't remember where or why I connect Karamja with seaweed. I feel like I actually used to do a lot of seaweed stuff down in Shiloh Village. But we'll see. I should probably be going around the coast actually. Nope. Ah, it's seaweed. I wasn't crazy. Okay. I'll grab some of that. Now, can I chop down any of these trees? No, I don't think I can. Need to go find me a tree I can chop down. Really can't chop down any of these trees? I've got an axe. Surely that allows me to chop down trees. Nope. Okay. I guess back to the mainland for chopping down a tree. Any tree? Nope. Okay. Off we go back home. If we have a home. I suppose the mainland's kind of like a home. Oh no, that's a tree. We can chop down this. Okay. I suppose it doesn't matter a huge amount. We need a furnace anyway, and for that we're going to have to head home. Ahaha! And burn the seaweed. Right, we've got soda ash and we've got sand. We just need a furnace. Where is the nearest furnace? If we come back to here, it's probably much of a muchness. Lumbridge, I guess, is the closest, and considering we need to go to Lumbridge Swamp, we'll just head back to Lumbridge, and we'll use their furnace. Alright, we're about to smelt our first bit of glass. I wonder if it's worth more than, you know, spinning wool. Molten glass. What do I do with that molten glass? I bet you I need a... yeah. I think I need a special tool for that. I think I need a glass blower's pipe. Is there... I hope there's one in the general store, but otherwise... No. No, there's not. Right. Alright, well, the latest entry in this saga to get frog legs is try and find where to buy a glass blowing pipe from. And as luck would have it, Al-Kharid... Is that the name of the town or the whole area? No, Al-Kharid's the name of the town. Al-Kharid has a crafting shop, which is where I imagine you buy these things from. I would be wrong. Okay, we'll keep searching. It makes sense. Now, I'll have to admit, I caved on this one. I had to look it up. I was convinced that crafting store would have it, but they didn't. And turns out the traders with the chartered boat system have their own little store. And not only do they sell a glass blowing pipe, they also sell a bucket of sand and seaweed, and in fact they even skip the seaweed cooking step for you, and they also sell soda ash directly, so you know, that's that. But, you know, regardless, we have a glass blowing pipe now. And they've got a few other interesting things in here as well, so definitely going to remember that they exist next time I'm searching for something a bit miscellaneous. I actually completely forgot that the charter system existed. And that could actually make it... Actually, I wonder how much it costs to go to those places, now that I think about it. How much is it to go to Port Kazard? Because that's pretty close to Ardown. 1,000. Cool. I won't be availing myself of that service anytime soon. For now, let's actually blow ourselves a lantern. Aha! We made a lantern. I did not see how much crafting experience that got us, but it's not important. Put a candle in there. And we have a candle lantern. Okay. Time to go to the Lumbridge Swamp. I'm not even sure if there are going to be big frogs in this dungeon. I've got a feeling that they are, considering there's a section literally called Giant Frogs. I'm sure big frogs are in there too, so we'll give that a go. And if that doesn't work, I may even have to cave and look up where to get this particular frog leg from. Alright, we're pretty well ready to go down into the Lumbridge Swamp dungeon. I suppose at this point, I've got to admit to a certain level of unresolved trauma with this dungeon. I mentioned when we first started the series that I actually used to share a member's account with my mum. And at one point I thought it'd be great, I'll go down the Lumbridge dungeon in the swamps. I'll get a whole bunch of, I think it was white berries actually I was after. But I went down completely unprepared. I think at first I didn't have a light source, and then I went down with just an open candle and blew myself up with swamp gas. Either way, we died, and for whatever reason I decided to, you know, wear a lot of our most expensive stuff. My mum was very unhappy with me. Very unhappy with me. And so I still definitely have some degree of unresolved trauma with this particular dungeon, but this time's going to be more successful, so it's fine. So we have a candle lantern, so there shouldn't be, you know, naked flames, though I'm not sure how much better that is. And we have our spiny helmet to protect us. This guy can bugger off for selling candles for 1,000 apiece, because we got these for 3. And we're going to give this a go. There's no other warnings we need to read, is there? No. Okay, let's go down. Ah, a rope. And in fact, probably light our lantern before we do that. Oh, what? I need a fire-making level of 4 to light a candle lantern. What is this? Ah, and I put my axe away. Alright, minor delay. I'm gonna go get our fire-making up to level 4, and then we'll reattempt. What a pain. I'm pretty sure we're only 1 fire away from level 4 fire making too. If I'd had to light another one for the seaweed, we would have been fine. But we should be able to get this done before the system update occurs, so, you know. Ah, our woodcutting's now 3 as well. Look at that. And our fire-making level is 4. We can now light candle lanterns, great. Okay. Back down to the swamp. I'm not even going to bother about putting my axe away. It's a bronze axe. It's fine. Alright, moment of truth. Let's light our lantern. Aha! It is lit. Oh, it doesn't get us any fire-making experience. Okay. Here we go. Right. Oh, it's called Cave of the Goblins. That's good. It's nice. Okay, there's a lot of cave gas going on. That is definitely a wall beast. Hopefully the spiked helmet will protect us. Ow! No, no. Okay, I'm done fighting you now. Frog. Ooh, frogs! Frogs! Wow, they're a bit higher level than the ones up on the surface, but I think this is all paid off, which is good. Let's kill a big frog. So far our lantern hasn't blown up any noxious gases either, which is nice. This is a little slow. That's better. Ow. At least we didn't have to navigate the entire cave system to get over to the giant frogs. I probably didn't need to bring this many trout either, but that's alright. We got the big frog leg! We got the big frog leg! Okay, let's leave. This place still gives me the heebie-jeebies like 10 years later. After all of after the experience that shall not be named. Can we just sprint past him and see what happens? Nope. Okay. Whew. Nice. Alright, let's go collect all of our bones, collect all the vinegar, we'll go boil them, and then we'll give it to the strange old man who's definitely using them for some type of horrible dark magic. Ooh. Quizmaster. Yes, why not? I'm so excited. How many quiz shows are there in Gillinor? Fish. Nice. Oh, it's all odd one outs. Not the fish this time. The tool. Ah, all over it. This is a very easy quiz show. Oh. You know what? We'll make money from other things. Let's go mystery box. Alright, before we go any further, we've got to try that out. I'll go pop a few things in the bank really quickly. What's the mystery box? 67 nature runes. I'm okay with that. It's a pretty good haul, actually. I think that's worth a lot more than 1,000 coins, so I'm glad we went for that. But, alright. Staying focused. We're gonna get this done. Alright, we're back. We've got the bones. And some pots of vinegar and something to chop down the logs, because and set fire to them. Because I think that's part of the situation. You've got to put them into a pot of vinegar. Oh, that makes it easy. Okay. Oh, perfect. And then we go chop down 8 logs from the forest. Should have done that before, actually. Now I don't know what bones are what. Let's chop down 8 logs. And that's woodcutting level 4. All sorts of milestones in this quest that we weren't expecting. Alright, here we go. Time to clean some bones. Do we put the logs on first? What did it say? Take some logs and then the pot. Alright. Logs. Pot. Light the log pot situation. Oh, okay. We have a giant rat bone that's nice and polished up. Alright. So let's do that for the rest of these guys. And the last bone. We've been doing a lot of bone cleaning. Okay. Time to see what horrific occult purpose this guy has for these bones. Do you actually work for the museum? Okay. That's it! Okay, something's definitely dodgy there, and I imagine that's why that's just part 1 of part 2, I think it is. But alright. And our cooking level is now 9. We can make spicy sauce. And our prayer is now level 13, which is, you know, not dreadful. We can use the prayer's superhuman strength. I love that prayer. Alright. Otherwise, I guess that'll finish that. That ended up a lot more positive than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was definitely going to be something horrific that he was using those bones for. But I'm glad it wasn't. Alright, so until next time, catch you guys later.